Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my Splinter Cell Blacklist Perfectionist Pacifist Ghost campaign walkthrough. And we are on the second last level. And I decided not to put the area where the plane is crashing and you're trying to get it back online. Just because that's kind of the climax of the whole game, and it's extremely easy to do. There isn't any challenge whatsoever, even on Perfectionist. So I just went straight to this level. Anyways, what you do is you put your night vision goggles on, you try and avoid these guys up here. They all have night vision goggles, and you want to take this first one out that runs up, and boom, grab them, pull them over. No one will spot you doing that, so you're safe to do that. You climb on up here. And these guys over here will always be running around. So wait for that to settle before you make your move. You drop down and go over here. And you don't have to take these guys out. You can just go right by them, but you won't get the ghost points. And you won't even get panther points. You won't get any points. So I decide to knock all of them out. And also you want to help out those guys that were just chilling at that downed chopper. You know, you gotta help out your boys, you know? So, coming up here is one of the weirdest glitches I've ever experienced in this game. Doesn't really change anything, except for make it harder for me, which is weird, and I'll explain in a second. But, could have done that a bit more smoothly. I could have grabbed him a bit earlier, but I just grabbed that guy, and I go over this one. And I just stop for a second because I know they're about to change the run. Yeah, see, he runs over. And boom! It glitched out. I tried knocking him out, and yeah. So now my HUD's gone. Now my radar is gone. I don't really know what to do, but I just continue carrying on in the level. I decided, hey, what the hell, I'm just going to go with no HUD. So you guys will have the advantage. I'm doing the walkthrough even more ridiculously hard than it is normally, but just follow what I do, guys, and you'll do just fine. So right up here, your night vision goggles will start jamming, so you have to take those off, and then I run over here just to get the exploration points, then go back. And I find going down here is a lot easier than climbing up on the pipes up above, because it's really not set in stone where those guys with the flashlights go, and I find that 2 robots and 1 guy with night vision goggles is easier to evade than 4 or 5 guys with flashlights. So I wait here, wait for him to look in there, and you want to make sure you're crouching like right up against that box so he doesn't spot you when he's walking over there. And hop up on here. The bots won't see you at all there. Climb up there. Just make sure you know the positions of those bots, though, because sometimes they sneak up on you. And you climb on up over here. And I'm sure a lot of this would be a lot easier with a HUD, so you would know where these guys are coming from. But oh well, I guess they're still working all the kinks out. So I throw a sticky noisemaker. I distract that guy with the goggles, and the laptop will be right by this guy. I would knock him out just in case, but I've had cases where I was able to grab the laptop without him spotting me, just really slowly in and out. But not too slow, because the night vision goggles guy will come back. Anyway, so I open up here and I'm good to go. And I decide at this point, this part coming up is a little bit harder, so I resort to last checkpoint. Hopefully that will give me my HUD back. And for those of you who don't know what HUD is, it's heads-up display. It's all your radar and everything. And you climb on up here. Yeah, and it worked. I have all my HUD back, thank goodness. So I keep walking through this vent. And sometimes that guy right over there will be right in front of the vent, so if that's the case, just take him out anyway. But I run over here real quick. While those guys over there are talking, one guy is really upset because I think his buddy got crushed by some metal. So you wait, and I like to do this. There's 2 floors with a bunch of guys, 2 juggernauts, and then the HVT. And I like to do the top floor first, and then work my way down. I found that to be a lot easier. So there's the juggernaut right there. He'll be looking my way right now, and then he'll turn the exact opposite way in a second. Give it a little bit. There you go. And that's when I make him move. Go up to him. And you got to be careful here because sometimes these guys will change position on a whim. Especially this guy. He'll go from the left railing there to the right one, and sometimes he'll spot you, so you just got to be careful. If you want, you can climb up on that pole, which is above you, and make it a little easier on yourself. But what the hell. And then I knock this guy out. And then down here, this would be the guy that I would say moves the most, and he is the HVT. He is shooting right there, right at that light. See, I think he's going to move right now, so I just want to try and play it safe, but I just go nutso and then knock him on out. You would be bagging and tagging him. I'd pull him back a little bit into the darkness before you bag and tag him. But yeah, you just want to do this really casually and methodically. And also, I should mention that you do have to take out everybody in this area. It's not optional, so keep that in mind. So this Juggernaut spots the HVT, and I use that to my advantage and knock him out. And we only have 1 guy left. Easy peasy. This level is actually pretty quick, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. There are a lot of places to test your skills, but by now you should probably be a pro at Splinter Cell. Unlike me here, who jumps over the railing twice. Yeah, so pro. So pro. But you got to zip line down. You can use the piping or in the scaffolding. Who the hell wants to do that? Zip line all the way. So you go and say everything is clear for these firefighters to get back to work. Lazy firefighters who can't handle some bullets. Psh, come on. And okay, so right here will be where the dead drop is. It's really easy to miss actually because it's right above you. And even with the dead drop tracker, sometimes you just won't even see it. I know I didn't see it my first time, so you walk up that pipe. Well, you don't walk up it, you climb up it. You move to your left here. Shimmy your way around, and it'll be right in the window. And so this is the second last level. If you guys want to check out my side missions, I've done those as well. I haven't done any of the co-op Briggs missions, actually. So if anyone wants to do this playstyle with me, Perfectionist, Ghosts, Pacifist, then send me a message. Send me a comment on YouTube, or if you're watching this on wikigameguides.com, definitely send me a comment there. And anyways, okay, so we got the dead drop. We climb on up here. Basically, we're just doing a little bit of platforming through this crumbling natural gas plant, which honestly I would think there'd be many more explosions, but hey, whatever. We broke into Guantanamo Bay in the last level, so I wasn't betting on too much realism. Alright, so we're making our way up, and Charlie in a few seconds says that we may have a shot at getting the facility back online to open up the sprinkler systems and get control of all the doors and everything like that. So that'd be nice. We'd be containing the fire quite nicely. Help out those lazy firefighters. I'm just kidding. For all firefighters, You're great. You're doing great service. Okay, so we so we hack in there, and Charlie does his thing, and boom, here is the leader of the engineer force that is in Louisiana, right on the screen up there, and we have to get out of here. We have to go after him. All right, so this room, pretty easy stuff. You'll need a sticky noise maker. And if you just come over here, before these guys make their way in, you got to do it a little quick. And they can spot you through the little slit right there on the right, so you just got to be careful. Not here, the vent they can't spot you through, but when you're down on the first floor, they can definitely do that. So I wait for that guy on the right to go by. And I'll wait for this guy on the left, right there, to make his way back. Again, we're just being patient. And then as soon as we're out, we walk up here. Be careful that the guy in front of you there doesn't spot you. So you throw the sticky noise maker. Those two will be distracted and quickly make your escape right there. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is trailing this this leader, this engineer leader. He's really pissed off because we have thwarted their plans, as it were, and basically just leaves some guys back here and tries to make his escape, but we're not going to let that happen. So if you sprint, crouch sprint to that guy, you can knock him out before he attacks you, or you can just shoot him with a sleeper dart. Be a lot easier, but not as cool. So you make your way over here on the left, and this guy will be looking at the right side for a little while, so you have a little bit of time to crouch sprint your way and grab him. And you're still trying to capture the leader here. And at this point, if you go down the zip line, he'll automatically spot you. That's what happened to me anyway. So I just shot him with a dart. Simple, simple. And that explodes. Charlie helps us out. Thank you, Charlie. Hop over the barrels. What a slippery little eel we're trying to chase here. Okay. This little part is a little bit tricky, but the checkpoint's like right before it, so you're going to be okay. You shoot a sleeping gas right at that little platform and then knock this guy out. And just make sure you stay out of this guy's line of sight, and boom. And that is it for this level. Really, really simple level, actually, considering the levels previous. But also, when you walk up here, again, you will get a spare or kill for this leader, and you'll see what happens. Boom! Ow. Barriers. Hope he was wearing his seatbelt. And no, he wasn't wearing his seatbelt. But I spare him, because he has a piece of rebar through his stomach. That would really hurt. I wouldn't want to be in his position. So, yeah. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for the final video.